Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight on the stream. I'm here to talk about some NBA. I'll do the Dodgers recap after uploading these news videos. I'll get these out first, and I'll get my thoughts on the Dodger game from last night, the finals game of the 3-game set between the Giants, before they go back home and play the Cubs tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, let's get into this NBA. So, on the 2023 comparative ballots for Rookie of the Year, everybody voted Paolo Banchero to win Rookie of the Year, but one person ruined his chances of being unanimous Rookie of the Year. It was Andy Larson of the Salt Lake Tribune voted for Walker Kessler for Rookie of the Year. So one person ruined his chance of being unanimous Rookie of the Year. Can you revoke someone's voting privileges? And somebody's gonna say, "Oh, the advanced stats been in favoring Kessler." Like, come on, this dude is way over evaluating. Because of course, because he's part of Salt Lake. But who the fuck wants to look at grass while having a hoop conversation? Respectfully, you don't know ball. I would have voted for Walker Kessler even if I didn't cover the Utah Jazz. Come on. Then he didn't have Paulo second, he had Jalen Williams second. Like, Jesus, dude. So Nicholas Batum believes Victor Wembanyama is a mix of Rudy Gobert, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis, and Kristaps Porzingis. So he's basically NBA 2K like 15 demigod, basically. But don't forget Kevin Durant either. Don't forget Kevin Durant. He's like a mix of Kevin Durant. But that combination might make Buddy the middest big man ever. Nobody wants to be like Rudy Gobert. But he's basically like a demigod build. You take out Rudy Gobert and name like Kevin Durant. Dude was just naming random people at this point. So he's basically 2K creative players, what Nick Batum's saying. But he's got high expectations going to next year. After this year, going to the draft, he has high expectations. So hopefully he'll deliver on those expectations. But Giannis, AD, and Kristaps Magic be placed like that, he's gonna be a demigod. He's gonna be unstoppable. So the United Airlines offers to fly DeMar DeRozan to Miami for Friday's playing game. So yeah, they offered to fly her to Miami for Friday's playing game because she screamed during that Raptors game, causing them to miss 18 free throws, went 18 of 36 from the free throw line. So but the Heat players right now are gonna be shocked. But she's gonna run it back, I guess. So Spencer Dinwiddie said this on Kyle Kuzma. Some people are blessed to be in situations. We don't get mad at Rick Fox for winning a championship with Kobe and Shaq. Some people are blessed, but we can't act like Rick Fox led them to a championship. Spencer Dinwiddie on Kyle Kuzma. Kuz is a good piece for a championship squad, in my opinion. He's a good championship piece for a championship squad, but don't have to be the force. But he definitely want a bench rider. Dinwiddie should try finishing the season in the sand jersey, in the same jersey he started with. That seems like his biggest challenge. He always moves team after team after team every year. But Dinwiddie's saying he's a Jrue Holiday caliber player. He's talking like he's a 30-point per game scorer. Kuzma's not saying this. Kuzma didn't say he's like a 30-point per game scorer. Dinwiddie said he is. He's talking like he's some 30-point per game scorer, talking like he's a Jrue Holiday type caliber player. He's been traded 3 times in a year and a half. At least Kuz has a ring and had the better season. He was literally better than Spencer Dinwiddie this whole season. Amari Bailey plans to declare for the 2020. Amari Bailey plans to declare for the 2023 NBA draft per his mother. He is not testing the water. He's full-fledged in declaring for the draft. So, someone's going to get a steal. They say that every year. Oh, this player isn't ready. Should have done another year. But then they turn it to be good in the NBA. He's going to be good, too good. I think it's a W, though. He's probably going to be a second round, but then workouts and draft combine is important. I don't think it's too early. I think it's a dub. Steven Jackson called out Zion Williams for not playing last night. I think your teammates will respect you more if you try to give it a shot, said Steven Jackson. So, he's right. I mean, he's out of his own mouth. He said he was good, just not mentally. Best way to get the rust off is go play. Time off and sitting won't make you better. Why, if a player's hurt, they should just not say anything until they can play opens the door for this stuff. I mean, but I guess he can't play because they did show a practice, and after watching his warm-up, he kind of didn't have nothing. So I kind of agree and disagree here with Steven Jackson. Doc Rivers on his Clippers teams, that team was never going to win it. When you look back at it, we didn't have enough. Doc Rivers on his Clippers teams, almost like the coach lost the locker room or something by playing his favorites over the actual good players. And Ty Lue's a better coach now, and the Clippers had all the tools to get a ring, in my opinion. It's just the coach held them back, and I wonder whose fault that was. Oh yeah, Doc Rivers. What a sad thing to say. No other guy chokes 3-1 leads all the time. Awful mentality. Or it's because he's just not a good coach. He's an awful coach, not that good of a coach anymore. Those Clippers teams had talent to win it all. Skip Bayless blasts Draymond Green and says he crossed the line by criticizing LeBron James. LeBron does not deserve that from Draymond. Am I reading this right? I thought the names would have reversed. But what is going on? The biggest Bron hater is defending Bron from his biggest meat rider, Draymond Green. I had to wipe my glasses to make sure I was reading this right. But yeah, he basically blasted Draymond Green. He looked gassed at times, and you never got a question whether Bron is in shape or not, but he did look a little tired. So that's basically what Draymond Green said, and Skip Bayless basically blasted him for that. I don't know why. Kevin Durant doesn't understand why people call him sensitive. I see Damian Lillard. I see LeBron. I see Draymond. I see lots of great players in our league speak up on social media, but they don't get that sensitive rap that Draymond Green. People I guess, don't like KD because it's cool to not like him. I wish more players connected with the fans the way he does. But they didn't get caught being with a burner, I guess. Maybe the passive-aggressive comments, the burner phone, other stuff, maybe. Maybe that's why people hate him. They weren't so soft. They had to make burner accounts after joining the best team in the NBA. So, he is kind of sensitive, though. John Moran has filed a countersuit and alleges a teenage boy's lies could cost me Supermax contract. Getting hit in the face with a basketball hurts for a professional point guard like Mr. Moran. An injury to the eyes or nose could be created before counter-defendant lied and before he or someone else leaked his lies to the media. Mr. Morant was a strong prospect for one of 6 All-NBA guard spots. That selection would be personally significant for Morant because it would trigger a Supermax clause in his contract extension worth millions of dollars. Dude is so petty. This isn't helpful to John's current public image. Even if the allegations aren't true because of what's been happening to him all year, this doesn't look good. Suing a 17-year-old when you're making millions of dollars and that 17-year-old's not making money. pursuing 17-year-old you Boyd is crazy, Mr. John Morant. Scotty Barnes on DeMar DeRozan distracting referees at the free throw line went 18 of 36. It had to have an effect. Just a reminder. Who knew all you need to do was to scream to make guys miss free throws? You gotta make free throws as a professional player. Brown Horse labels the Miami Heat as a team to watch in potential Damian Lillard trade. The Heat are ready to go in their next star window via ESPN. And I've been hearing this. People mention, the Miami Heat could be a trade destination for Damian Lillard. But, I mean, we'll see. But the Heat aren't going to get anyone. They say this every year. Oh, there's rumors the Heat are getting this player, they're getting this player, they're getting this player. And then they don't get anybody and get a washed player or an undrafted player. So I don't see that happening. We say this every year. He's going to end up staying somehow. Jeremy Grant plans to sign with Clutch Sports. So he's confirmed he'll move to Clutch Sports and be represented by them by the agency this summer. NBA executive says the potential Damian Lillard trade to Miami Heat starts with Tyler Hero. I feel like nobody wants Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, like 3 firsts. Portland says no because they don't need another guard. Sharp and Simons is good for the guard spots. I feel like any deal would start with Bam Adebayo. But he's not going to go anywhere, bro. I'm going to say it. We say this every offseason. And he ends up not getting traded. At the end of the day, I spoke truth. And I got rebutted with 10-year-old insults, said Spencer Dinwiddie on Kyle Kuzma. Dude said he's a Drew Holiday type player, and he's got no comeback. Like, he has no comebacks. He's literally using, like, 10-year-old insults. Like, oh, I spoke truth and I got rebutted with 10-year-old insults. Joel being the MVP talk, a lot has been said. A lot of people haven't been happy and how the whole thing has been going on. About how people keep matching each other and all that stuff. Where was all that sympathy for me? People kept matching me for the last 2 seasons, putting me down, but now other guys are being put down. Now it's an issue. Can we just appreciate these two's greatness? There's another. You can go look at the quote here. You can look in the comments. People want to take this quote out of context, but he's not hating on Joel Embiid or on Jokic. CJ McCollum says availability is important, man. We've got to be available. We've got to do what we need to off the court in terms of preparation, in terms of getting treatment, in terms of getting the right sleep, the type of hydration, having that right type of diet. Everything has to matter to us, for everybody. 1 through 15, said C.J. McCollum, in quote. So the Pelicans might have won last night if Zion Williamson played. But CJ was in the game and shot 5-15 because he never shows up in big games. We all know he's talking about Zion, but CJ didn't play good last night either. Let's talk about that. Nick Wright predicts the Lakers beating the Sixers in the finals. The Lakers are going to be a first-round exit, possibly, and the Sixers are going to be a second-round exit. Look, stop quoting Nick Wright. This dude has the Sixers and the Lakers. These two teams ain't make the finals. Stephen A. says the Phillies should target Damian Lillard if James Harden leaves to go to Houston. I would take Damian Lillard or James Harden in a heartbeat. I wouldn't think twice if I was feeling I could get my hands on Damian. I'd have to forfeit Harden. I would rather keep James Harden at this point. He's a better playmaker at this point in his career, and yeah. Patrick Beverley didn't hold back for last night's game. He said, I knew they were fucking trash. Him on the Toronto Raptors after they won. But yeah, he had those 3 points. 3 points. Play-in pat. An anonymous coach is picking the Grizzlies to beat the Lakers in 5 games. The Grizzlies have too much firepower for the Lakers. Morant, I don't know if there's anyone on the Lakers team that can guard him. He's unguardable, and this is their time. I mean, it'll be a tough series. It's not going to be an easy series, but I would say it's going to be like 6-7 games. Ice Cube wants some more because to play in the Big 3 League. That could maybe happen. I doubt it will. But yeah, that's all I say for this video, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, have a good night. Peace.